Good morning, Ross Atkins. How are you?
Doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being with us. I'll already apologize for this long-winded question, but here we go. The Blue Jays come back to town, and they're 1-5, right? And so there's people everywhere who know better than the general manager. And I wonder, do these people actually come up to you and tell you where they think you've gone wrong?
Yeah, it is interesting in these roles how strong the opinions are, and you know what, man, that's because it's a beautiful sport. Professional sports is ingrained in so many cultures and a big part of Toronto, obviously. So that criticism is welcomed. It is something that's embraced because it's why we do it. We do it for the players and the fans, and I love those opinions. I really do. There are times you have to work hard not to take them personally, but in the end, it really is about Toronto and the Blue Jays.
Ross Atkins, our guest, start of a 9-game homestand tonight, and of course, opening at night for the Blue Jays, 7:00 on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. You'd rather, that's the thing, that you'd rather have the passion than the indifference, and you probably witnessed this from afar, this sort of, this gravitation of people in a world-class city, Ross, back to Rogers Center. I mean, third in attendance last year. The projections are probably no different if you're a competitor going into September, October. But it brings a lot of new fans too. It brings a lot of new fans and a lot of new generations to baseball that didn't have much to watch in September the last 15 years or so.
Yeah, no question. And it's a young fan base, which brings a ton of energy. And across baseball, you work in this game. Every executive experiences all 30 stadiums, and there is no doubt that there's something special and electric about Rogers Center when it's packed and full. The energy of the entertainment district being downtown, and now having the energy of the other professional sports teams doing so well. There is a heightened energy and a heightened expectation that comes with it, and I think that's what any executive signs up for.
Obviously, and I mentioned it, every sport, every season, you want to stay healthy. You've already lost J.P. Howell to the disabled list. You have concerns with Donaldson. Where do things stand on those two fronts?
Yeah, I think, any time you have an injury, it's not, we'll be fine, no issues. It's similar. We're thinking about, how could we have avoided, how could we prevent, and how do we get better? But at the same time, these aren't injuries that we feel will be by any means catastrophic, something that will be over in a short period of time. I think we'll know a lot more today on both of those fronts. Obviously, with JP, it'll be another week before he's back into action, but he's already progressed very well. He's already throwing again, already feels very strong, and he's encouraged. And then on JD, we'll see. We'll have more information today. He's also encouraged. He felt better the following day, so if it's not today, then it's certainly going to be within days, right? Nothing's ever certain, but we're extremely optimistic that within days he'll be playing again, and he might be today.
Your right fielder will get a big standing ovation tonight. He got one in what people thought might have been his final Blue Jays at bat in the Cleveland series last year. Can you sort of put in perspective? It's been soap opera-esque over 18 months, but that's sports sometimes. That's why we fall in love with sports, because it takes us high and takes us low sometimes. When that happens tonight, what will be your observation of it and your thought? Because obviously it looked at many occasions like Jose would be in another uniform this year.
Yeah, I'm happy for Jose. He genuinely, and there was no part of him that did not want to return to Toronto. He is a big part of the success of this organization. He's obviously very well regarded by the fans, by the city, and certainly by us. So I couldn't be happier for him that he is back here, and hopefully this year turns into even more reason for him to be here for much longer. So that's what I'll be thinking about, and thinking about how happy I am for him, how happy I am for the organization that he is back, and hopeful that he has a real strong year, and there's reason for him to be here for a lot longer than 1 year.